What would be your prescription, if any, and what would be the warnings that you would want to sound to the sort of world stage at large, given that there is a very unpredictable situation? This could be a long war, a long conflict, and you've already outlined the multiple ways in which the global economy could take a hit. But are there any prescriptive thoughts or any sort of health warnings at this point that you think governments across the world should be paying heed to?
Of course, first and foremost, countries will have to determine how it is affecting their own economies. If you are a major importer of commodities, be it food or be it oil and natural gas, that immediately has an impact on your budget in terms of the amount of how costly it's going to be for you. It has implications for inflation, and we are in a time when we have inflation at very high levels in many parts of the world where we hadn't seen it before, like including the US, where inflation is over 7%, headline inflation. Similarly, in Europe, inflation is very high. So we've had previous episodes when commodity prices have shot up, but usually inflation at that time has been in the 2 and 3% range. So this is an unusual challenge that monetary policymakers are facing. They're going to have to weigh the trade-offs of raising interest rates to deal with inflation that is underlying their economies, while at the same time you're getting a big hit to inflation coming from these higher increases in prices. So I think that's one piece that has to be figured out, and something that we're working on too. The second, of course, is countries will have to figure out how to deal with the hit to livelihoods when you have very big increases in these prices. The third is in terms of financial institutions, making sure that any overreaction in markets is dealt with appropriately. I think there are many dimensions to this, and in general, you're functioning with very high levels of uncertainty. So, constant surveillance is necessary.